Hello, hi everyone. Welcome back again. This is Manikandan TJ from TJ Photography and Design Studio, Bangalore. So today we're gonna see an interesting part about posting on Instagram about continuous post. Basically, one post and second post, when you swipe, it goes smoothly. So that's what the plan is about with this live session. So I will wait for a few seconds. Let's people join, and then I will start the session. If you have anything in your mind, just throw it here on the comment box. I will have a look, and I will definitely reply. If not, while I am doing, after the session, I can reply to your comments. We'll give few minutes for that after the session done. Okay. And also a few of my friends, also a few of my people asked about how to upload a crisp image on a social media platform. So that also I will tell you once when we converting the images to Instagram. So you will get to know what resolution we need to keep, what pixels you need to keep. Yeah. Okay. So hope Mr. Prasanna, you can hear me, right? I think any comment, Mr. Prasanna? Can you hear me, right? Yes, cool. Thanks, Prasanna, for confirming. I'm just sharing this to my social media platform. Okay. Okay, anyway, we'll start the session, and whoever gonna come now, they can watch. And also, if you have any doubts, you can put on the comment box, and I will have a look, and I will do the reply for that. And okay, we'll start. Mr. Prasanna, you are live, so I'm just asking you again. You can see the window, right? Oh, Thanks for joining, Ratnadeep. It's good to see you here. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, let's start. So right now it's Adobe I'm using. Here is Adobe Photoshop CC version, and what I'm gonna do is it's not about there are a lot of way to do actually speaking. You can create a file and you can drag your images and etc. But in this session what I'm gonna do is like how I create generally the continuous post, so that you can follow that and you can make seamless images actually. So there are different ways to do this. I don't want to confuse anyone because this is a short and crisp session on this continuous post. So I'm going to do a simple way, but effectively it will help you guys to make a perfect continuous post. I think a lot of people have posting continuous post. It's not about 10 images at the time. It's not. I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm talking about a single image. When you swipe, you can see continuously to the next image. So that's what we're gonna see today. And here you go. Okay, I'll check. Now, yes, right? Yeah. Okay. Now you can see hopefully, yeah. Okay, let's start the session. I am gonna do generally how I do convert continuous post for Instagram, and also some of my friends asked me to do in this session itself how to convert a crisp image for social media posting. So I'm gonna give you a very nice technique which I use generally for each and every image I post. So that will help you also, guys. So let's start now. The Photoshop is open. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open one image. Okay, just double click. Okay, open an image, nothing else. Okay, I'm gonna do just double click. Okay, I'm gonna double click in this space. I'm opening. I'm going to the image what I want to open. So I'm gonna take this girl first. Okay, now this girl is already in square shape. Okay, so I will come back to this image next. Okay, before that we'll go the image which is not in square shape. Okay, so generally what we shoot as an image is something. I will take okay, I'll take this one. This is the best option. Okay, look at this image, and generally it's whatever we shoot in our camera, and we'll get this is the size of the image we get. So this size is converted, so don't worry about that. I'm talking about the proportion of this image. Okay, so now first thing what we have to do is cropping the image, whatever the image is here, and we need to crop. Before that you need to see in your layer, because most of the time 100% this image will be locked when you open any JPEG. If you use to open or anything you convert from raw and open, then the image will be locked in this right hand side. You can see here, you can see here that is locked. This symbol is locked, so nothing, you don't have to worry about that. Just double click that one and enter, then it will become a movable image. Okay, I'm doing Ctrl Z. I'm going to tell you again, any image you open, once you open, except PSD files which you have edited already, I'm talking about a raw or a JPEG you open. So in the layer section, if you see, your image will be, it's locked. So I'm just releasing that by double clicking it and just doing OK to that. Okay, so now this image can be moved. Why I am telling you this is, when you crop an image, before cropping the image you have to do this. If the image is locked and if you do cropping, then you will lose out the extra images. Okay, you got what I'm trying to say? So whatever image you open, first try to understand that we need to release that image by right clicking right side the layer, double click and click OK. Now I'm going to do cropping. So I'm not going to touch go to the menu and click and stuff like that. So I will tell you small hotkeys type. Okay, so shortcuts actually basically. So everyone knows that if you want to crop, it should be C. Okay, once you press the C in your keyboard, then you will see this, you can see these things which is completely, you can see this on all the side. Okay, now whatever size if you want to do, you do crop and stuff like that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, if you want to do proportionally, so you should press shift. Okay, if you press shift and drag these sides, then you will get the image proportionally cropped. Okay, in general. So we are not talking this one, but yes, of course you need to learn, you need to know this one. Okay, so I'm pressing escape, again escape. Okay, I'm pressing C to get the crop tool, and what I'm gonna do is right click and I'm gonna do 1:1 crop. Okay, I'm gonna do 1:1 crop. Okay, once we do 1:1 crop, first we need to understand how much image you gonna show completely. Okay, after that we can extend or resize it, etc. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just moving and seeing this image, and also I'm gonna crop as much as possible the way you like or we like. So you don't worry about that, it's all about your taste. It's all about your taste. Okay, don't worry about someone will say something about why this cut that cut. No, don't worry about that. Feel free, it's all about your creativity and your thoughts. So anything you want to crop or you want to showcase, and yes, actually it's up to you. See, everyone has their own, it's like a piece of art. So everyone, when they come and see your image, I will be having a different thought, you will be having a different thought. So it's all about how you make your image and convince to the core audience. That is important. Okay, so now I am gonna crop this much. Okay, I'm talking everything about, it's like how I generally post, how I do myself when I do posting on this Insta post. Okay, so once we crop, I'm gonna enter it. So now it's become 1:1 ratio. Okay, now it's become 1:1 ratio. Now you can move your image this side. See now. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna do it again. I have missed one thing to tell you guys. Okay, when you do this cropping, please be aware of top of this layer menu. We can see delete cropped pixels. Okay, you can see, right, and delete cropped pixel. Please do not click this one. If you click this one, like what I did, once you enter, you will lose the right side and left side image. Okay, so I'm gonna do remove that selection, and now I'm gonna crop again. Okay, I'm doing the crop again. So I cropped this much and entering, just enter. Okay, now if you see, you can see your image on left and right. Okay, so first thing what I am gonna do is I'm gonna keep this image almost to this edge, like a starting edge. Okay, so I did manually, but I will tell you one thing. What you can do is, you can say Control A, which selects the complete layout, and in this side, top of this, you can see align left. Okay, this you can click. Which side you want, you can click, either right side or left side or in the middle. Okay, hope you got, guys. What I am saying is, first I just moved this manually to start from here. Then what I did is, instead of that, I am doing perfectly to make exactly on the left. So what I am doing is pressing Ctrl A, which selects the complete layout, and then I am going top. If you see here, you can see one top here. You can align left or right or middle. Okay, so I am aligning on the left hand side completely. Okay, this is one step, first step. Now if you extend this, you may not get 3 square boxes. Basically, continuous post in Instagram is all about breaking your image into different squares, but perfect squares. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, so for you people to understand, what I'm gonna do is, first one thing, I'm taking the grid. You can see this ruler. If you press Ctrl R, then you will get the ruler. Okay, if you get again, if you press Ctrl R, you will get it. Okay, so just on the side corner near the ruler, I am just dragging it and I am placing it here. Okay, this is for us the reference of first square. Okay, so how to create the next square, I will tell you the simplest way. Again, I'm going to do Ctrl A, which selects completely, and creating one separate layer. Okay, creating one separate new layer. So what I did is, I'm doing Ctrl Z for you people. So Ctrl A, which helps you to get the mark you. Okay, which is square, whatever the layout is there, which is proper square. So what I did is, I did a Ctrl A. Then on the right hand side, on the layer section, if you see down, there is one new layer button. I'm going to click that one. I'm clicking, so there will be an empty layer. Okay, what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to fill that with one color, either foreground color on the left hand side. If you see here, foreground or background color. If you want a foreground color, you need to, okay, if you want a foreground color, okay, then you have to shift delete, Control delete, you will get the background color. So now what we did is, we just created one layer, square box on top of a layer. That's it, nothing else we did. I'm gonna make that opacity little less to see visible of the other layer. So now just I'm reducing. If you see on the right hand side opacity, I'm just reducing. Okay, now holding your Alt key, and on this layer, holding your Alt key, you have to press Alt key. Okay, and also just move this one and press Shift also together. Okay, once you move, you need to press Shift. When you move this one, when it comes to this line, exactly where this line, we need to stop. Okay, so now again just look at the screen. Again, I have not, you are not able to see here anything in this screen, and again I am pressing Alt, I am using Shift, I am moving. You can see these lines, no, you can see this line. So this is second square we have made, and we are making the third square. Okay, exactly wherever. Okay, I am leaving it now. So now we have made 3 boxes. One we can all see, the other 2 I just made a copy by pressing Alt and Shift, dragged properly to the next box, and again the same box, again I used Alt Shift and dragged it. Okay, so right now we have 3 square boxes, but one box is visible now. The other two we are not able to see because it is hidden in the cropped area. Okay, hope it's clearly I said. Yeah, now what I'm going to do is again pressing the C button to get the cropped area. Okay, pressing the C and I'm getting the crop position. Now first I need to clear the 1:1 ratio. Whatever we have first did, it's like a square one, so I am doing now clearing it. So you can see here there is a clear button. So once you click that one, you are free to move this crop whichever way you want. But right now what I'm gonna do is on the right hand side, this one I'm gonna drag one. You can see here also there is a white space till here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you again, I'm giving escape, that means I'm cancelling it. Okay, so once we create all three boxes, there are three boxes, you can see one box and two box hidden in the crop area. So I'm gonna crop it again. So once you crop, when you click, you can see the other two boxes also here, right? Other two boxes also here. So before we dragging this crop thing, we have to clear here. Okay, it should not be in square format, so I'm clearing it. And then if you see now, I'm gonna drag one, this one also second box, and this one also third box. Okay, so three boxes we have done. So for this image actually we need to have only two box because left and right. Okay, but still it's okay, I will make the third one also by making one of same image little bigger to show either bigger or smaller. Okay, one post can have full image and other two can have little close up so that the movement of that image can be seen. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, so once we expand the crop area from here to there, so I'm gonna click enter. Okay, now if you see here, I'm gonna make this opacity 100 100 100. Okay, so okay, layer 1 the first one, layer 2 is the second one, layer 3 is the third one. So I'm gonna rename this just 1 2 and 3. Okay, 1 2 3. So now we can understand that this image requires only two square boxes and one extra box which we are planning to show a single image of the same thing to be seen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to the layer first one, sorry, layer 0, which is the image. I'm going to take a back, I'm going to take a copy of that. So either there are a lot of ways in Photoshop to do a lot of things. The same thing you can do it in a different ways. Okay, I just teach you that also. I'll tell you. One, you can drag to this new layer, you can get a new copy of the layer. Yeah, otherwise what you can do is Control J you can do, you can make one copy of the same thing. Or what you can do is what I did in the beginning, that square box, the same thing I'm going to do Alt and drag. Okay, when you do Alt and drag, it comes here and there. Okay, when you do press Shift also, then it comes perfectly without moving anywhere. Okay, that's the reason I have pressed the Shift button together when I creating that square boxes. Yeah, you understood, right? So what I am doing is I did Control Z, I am clicking on this image. If you want to select this image, if you are in a different layers, use Control and just click this image, where whichever image, then it selects automatically to the layer. Okay, so now I am making a copy of this image by pressing Alt and clicking the mouse and then pressing the Shift to get one more image. So now if you see here, we have two background image. Okay, one, what we planned is, what we gonna do is we're gonna do as a continuous post, and one image we're gonna showcase it completely at the max. It's all depends on the image how we can show completely or little part of it or a close-up of it. Okay, so whichever sets here will do it. Yeah, so now again I'm gonna enable 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so I'm making them to understand. I'm gonna reduce the opacity. So if you want to reduce the opacity, either you can click this and you can do manually, or what you can do is you just click and in your keyboard on the right hand side number lock, so you just press 5, then it's become 50. When you press 8, then it's become 80%. Then you anything, any number if you do and try and see, there are different things you can do. Okay, so now the last one I am keeping as a 50, and the center one, that is second one, I'm going to keep as 30, and the first one I'm going to keep as 50. So to see that differentiation between 1, 2 and 3. So also for you people, what I'm going to do is I'm dragging again one more marking point. Okay, marking point. So marking point is always you need to see closely. Okay, zoom it nicely and keep it. Okay, otherwise we cannot see exactly where it is. Okay, always remember sometimes the pixel will be different, so just zoom. If you want to zoom, just control space bar, then your zoom tool will be enabled. So wherever if you want zoom, if you drag to the right, then it will zoom, drag to the left, then it will become zoom out. Okay, it's simple, control and space bar. So I am pressing to fit screen, it's control 0. Okay, yeah. So now we have first image and second box, first box, second box and third box. Right now what I'm gonna do is I'm just hiding this last one. Okay, I don't want to see that one because I'm gonna fix this image first. So when you see in this post, what will you see is only this part of the image. Okay, wherever I marked here, only this part of image. When you post, you will see this. The second one, when you drag, then only you will see the second one. So generally you should have an idea about how we can make people to see it completely. Okay, so if I keep this image completely till here, then there is no point of doing continuous shot. Yes, of course we have a little bit here, but still I suggest we have to keep a little temp here so that people can see a little bit here. If you want to see the rest, they have to drag it. Okay, that's what I feel about this image. So what I'm doing is, see here this center point. Always remember this center point is very much important for anything you do as a continuous post. Okay, and also I'm gonna little bit blow this image little more bigger. So what I'm gonna do is Control T. When you do Control T, that in that layer, first you wanna select which image you gonna do transform. So you have to go to that layer and select, and then Control T. When you do Control T, Photoshop selects the image where the layer is. Okay, after that I'm gonna do little bit of, so because to come to this next one, okay, first one and second one, I need to fill only for the first one and second one. Okay, so I'm gonna do like this little bit. And also remember this, if you see this two box, first box and second box, I made this image almost in the center. Okay, that's what I made. Okay, now I'm going to do enter. Now if you see here, it's slightly little more here. Okay, slightly little more than what is required. The first page and second page is a seamless page which can be swiped, and the last one, when you swipe, we're gonna show as a full image. So right now what I'm gonna do is the last image I'm gonna take. Okay, so these first one and second one I'm gonna make completely the opacity made 100, so we don't have to confuse over there. Okay, that's why. So this also I'll make. So now this is the third layer which we see as the third post of the same image. So what I'm gonna do is, either we can go like this, I don't think we should go like this. I believe we should go little closer, because we already showing the complete stuff, and then I'm gonna do little more, you know. Yeah, I just wanna have the head also, and the head gear was there, so I just showing, keeping that little bit and entering. Okay, so now I have enlarged the image and left it like that only. So now if you remove this and see, you will see this image is on top of it. First we need to crop. It's not about crop, it's about masking the image. Okay, masking the image, we need to mask this image. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, it's because on top of the layer of the other image, so we are going to crop. If this image is below like this, then what we have to do is we have to crop this part. Okay, you understood, right, what I am talking about? Because it's like overlapping. So when you do a seamless, it should be seamless way, and when you want to break it, you have to break it 100%. So that's what we're gonna do. What I'm gonna do is very simple thing, why we made that 3 square boxes in the beginning, and that will help you here 100%. Okay, so this is the third thing is about this image, for that image. Okay, so I'm just, either you can enable or disable, but on keep the mouse or select that third layer and use your control button and click on that third layer. So once you click on the third layer, you will get that mark. So you get that marked. Okay, then it's a square already we have made, that is marked. Now I'm going to this layer, okay, you have to select which layer you're gonna mask properly. You have to select. I have selected this one, and now I'm gonna do mask. See, if you see down here on the menu down, now you can see here this symbol called add layer mask. So I'm gonna click that one. Okay, that's it. I have clicked it and it is masked. So now I'm just making that on top of this side of the image. Okay, so that we'll get to know what we have done. Okay, now if you see here, so before it was like this, after masking and making the image on top of that, so we'll see a perfect mask of the image. Okay, that's why we masked. So now if you see here, the last image, it's a close-up sort of the same image, or we can do a different image. If we have in the same series, we can give a break and again you can continue posting. Actually in Instagram we can do 10 posts, 10 images actually in one post, one single post. So you have to divide them into how many posts you want, either you want 8 or 10 or 7, whatever it is. So accordingly you can break these images. Yeah, so now what I am gonna do is I'm gonna save this first. Okay, Control S, we can save. What I'm gonna do is test. Okay, test. I'm saving it. Just I saved, nothing else. I just give and I saved. So now we have 3 posts actually. We have not break, we have break only one in the last, and the rest of the 2 are there only. Let it be there only. But while we converting, what we do is we have to make into 3 square boxes. Okay, so now I'm just hiding this mark by pressing control and semicolon. Okay, by pressing control and semicolon, if anything you have dragged as a ruler, that will hide. Okay, fine, it's disturbing me, so I just removed it. Okay, now we have 1 2 3. Okay, so now we have 1 2 3, the same way it is saved. So I saved that image. That's it. You forgot about this one, and listen carefully what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go to this first layer that means first box. Control, pressing the control, and I'm gonna click on that. So what we get is, we get this marked. Now I'm gonna do crop that. So what I did is, when you click control and press on the layer 1, the mark is coming here. If you want to crop that masked area, once you create this crop mark as an selection mark by pressing control and on the layer, and then I'm gonna press just C. So now I'm entering it once, twice I entered. Okay, so what we get is the first half of the image. Okay, this is the first post which goes to the Instagram. Okay, and remember, while converting this, you have to do twice or thrice undo your image. I will tell you, have a look whatever I am doing, so you will get to know. So I am doing undo again to tell you again. I pressed control and selected this one. Okay, first layer, then we get a mark tool, sorry, selection marks, then I am pressing C and I am entering it. Okay, once we enter, your image is become square. So what I am going to do is, I am going to go to the layer and I am going to flat, right? I am going to go to the layer and I am flattening it. Okay, so once we flat, we need to see what is the size of that image. Okay, remember this, guys. So now this image has 1053 1053. Okay, I am not gonna do any change. I will tell you the secret of doing a sharp image, because I have taken a low resolution JPEG. You can see here 72 dpi only, to understand the fast process. Yeah, so once we make the square, I just checking it. This is 1053 is there. Okay, let it be there. I am gonna give save as. Okay, I am gonna give save as. Okay, so save as is what? Go to the file and save as. Okay, otherwise control shift S, control shift S. So now I am gonna do, I just keep one folder, sorry, one folder. I'll create one folder. I don't want to confuse looking at these images. Test, I'm gonna do -1 test1. I'm saving it. Now I'm gonna do Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Okay, 3 times I did, because we have done 3 squares. Okay, it's not only because of 3 steps we have done, that's why I done 3 times undo. And now I'm gonna do second one. Okay, I'm gonna do second one. What I did is pressing control and pressing the number 2 layer, and it's become selected in the center part. So now again I'm pressing the C and entering. So now that's it. So what we have to do is, we have to see the size and then save as. Okay, so again, okay, before that I forgot one option, which we need to go to the layer and make flatten. It will be better, because sometimes if you have any kind of different kinds of work over there, sometimes you will get missed. So better to make the image flat. So what I did is, so on the layer you go and click flat. Okay, so I'm flattening this image and checking it again 1050 and save as a test2. Okay, now again repeating the process, Control Z, Control Z. I'm gonna select the third layer, cropping it, flatten it. So now I'm checking again 1050, then test3. That's it. So now we have selected and created. I can close this now. Okay, that's it. So now you go to your Instagram and post, select the multiple selection post, and when you select multiple selection post, so you have to know why I said test 1, test 2, test 3. That is your, the number you need to select. Okay, if you select different ways, then you won't get that seamless option. Okay, you have to press one by one, 1, 2, 3. So once you select that one and post, you will get the seamless image. That's it. That's how we need to create a continuous post on Instagram. It's not only about only 3 images. You can create up to 10 square images, so accordingly you can plan. So now, if you noticed, I have saved the PSD files. Okay, after saving the PSD files, I have not saved, I did everything save as. Okay, save as. So remember that, because if you do that, sometimes if you open your PSD files and if you do that, then you will lose whatever you have done. Okay, just understand that one. So now I'm opening this same PSD file, opening it. Now I don't want these 2 images, but still we have all 3 of this squares here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open some other image. Okay, I'm gonna open some other image. Let's open this one. Okay, I'm gonna drag this one to this here. Okay, I'm gonna drag this one to this. When you have your image smaller than your size of this layout, then better, if you wanna do, you have to right click and convert it into you guys can see, right? You guys can see this whatever I'm talking about, right? Just confused because I'm not able to see that screen. Okay, what we have to do is right click, and there will be one option called convert to smart object. Okay, convert to smart object. Okay, 1 second, people. Okay, fine. So once you, why you converting smart object is like, generally image won't pixel, it will help little bit when you enlarging your image. So I just drag this image because it is lesser than the size of the layout. What I did is I did right click the image and I pressed, what was that, smart object. Okay, fine. If you see here, now the symbol has changed here. Yeah, fine. So now I'm keeping this image down to these 3 layers. Okay, 50%, 30%, 50%. So now the same way, I have not changed anything. I just opened the previous PSD file. Okay, I just dragged this image here and then selecting Ctrl T and then making this little bigger as much I want. Okay, till remember this second cut here. Okay, accordingly if you cut, it will be very good for you to make it perfect. Okay, so now it's almost like a centerpiece I made to that image. Enter. Again I am taking one more copy of this. I am making this layer below the other layer. So now it is here and I am going to make it little more bigger. Okay, enter. That's it. Now I am removing all this square one. I am clicking, I have selected this layer. I am going to click this 3 by pressing Ctrl and the last layer and masking it and taking it up on top of this image. So now we have 1, 2 and 3. Okay, we have 1, 2 and 3. Same way control, before that just save this one, control S, you can save the PSD file. So again crop, enter, check, save as. Okay, before save as, just make flat is, if you press Alt L and F, it will become flat. Okay, then again I am giving new name to this, snake 1, control Z, second one I am selecting, again flattening by pressing Alt L F, checking, then snake 2 I am saving, control Z, third one I am selecting, crop, flattening, save as snake 3. Okay, I have to do this. Okay, that's it. So I am closing this one also, and this is the image what we have opened. So now we got this snake image. If you see here, 1, 2 and 3. So basically what I am telling you is, if you create one Photoshop file for continuous okay, now I will do come live there. Okay, fine. So now that's what I'm saying. If you do one PSD file of this one, like say 10 boxes, if you create and keep yourself, and the next round is just dragging your next image, and that's it. That's what you have to do. Nothing else you can do, right? Nothing else you need to do. It's easy. So make a set of 4 or 3 PSD or 110 complete PSD. The making of 110 complete PSD will having problem, because it will take more space also, and sometimes if your system is not good enough to handle your file, then it may crash or it won't support you to do work faster. So my suggestion, you can make 3 or 5 box max and create. It will be really helpful. Okay, so now I realized sometimes if I see you not able to see few things, right? Okay, fine. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open a file. I'm just gonna crop it and export to make your image perfectly sharp. That's what I'm gonna do. Any image in social media, if you see your Facebook or Instagram or anything, they do have their own encryption version, that whatever image you do, they will compress and they get to the perfect one. So now that's what I'm gonna do, because in the overall, with the experience of whatever I did and I learned, whatever it is, very simple thing, we found that when you do this much pixel, your image will be much better than whatever you do post before. Okay, most of the people are doing nowadays, but still I'm giving this tip also in this session. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open one image. Okay, I want one little high-res image, so I will go back somewhere here and I will take anyone. I will take this image. It's a PSD file. I'm just opening it. Okay, whatever you do, remember, if you flat your Photoshop file and you save, it's very difficult, it's not possible to retrieve your layers. If you see in the right hand side, you can see a lot of layer I have done. Okay, a lot of layers I have worked on. So if you flat, as said, Alt L F, if you do Alt, you have to be quick. It's like Alt L F. Okay, you have to leave the Alt. Okay, I'm clicking Alt, then L, then F. Okay, So press the Alt, remove your hand, then press L, then remove your hand, then press F. So the image will get flat. Okay, right now I will just check this size. If you see, this is the actual image when you do any kind of images you have. Okay, you have any kind of images you have, then most of the time it will be more than 4000 pixels by 4000 pixels. It's a very simple logic you should keep in mind. Wherever you post or whatever you do in social media, it's literally suggested just go to 048 pixels. Okay, you can see. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I just need to open no, I just need to open this one. Yeah, sorry, I'm doing it back again. Okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry, Mr. Rahul, I'm gonna do it again. Okay, sorry, I'm just opening it a Photoshop file, little high resolution, so that it will be easier for us to learn. So now this is already I have converted to square box. Okay, so but if you see in the right hand side, lot of layers are there which we worked for this image. If you want to see the before and after, this image was like this. If you see here the detail like this, and it turned to this much. So these all we worked completely in layers one by one, and we have created smart filters, frequency separation, blah blah, and retouch skin, and we added a little bit effort, see effects using a different image, and we added more grains, etc, etc. Okay, I'm not going to talk about that one in this session, but yes, soon there will be a different session for that. So now, so I'm going to do flatten this image. What I'm going to do to flatten this image is, as I said before, press Alt, leave your hand, press L, leave your hand, and press F. That's it. If you see on the right hand side, the whole layer will become a single layer. I am doing Ctrl Z again. I'm going to tell you again. Press Alt, leave your hand, press L, leave your hand, and then press F. So it's basically, it goes to the menu called layer. Okay, menu called layer, and then it goes to the menu, in that menu flat. Okay, that's what it is. Now if you see here, the image is flattened. Before anything you convert, please make sure you are flattening it. Why I am telling you, if you are given any kind of effects or a simple thing like blur or something, whatever it is, that may affect when you reduce your image. Okay, so remember that one. So everything you do, save it completely properly. After that you have to convert to any other form. So now we have flattened this image. I'm going to check Ctrl Alt I. Pressing Ctrl Alt I will show you the image size. Okay, oh my god, this you can see, is it not able to see, right? Okay guys, sorry, very sorry. I think 1 second. Okay, display capture, entire. Okay, now you can see, right? Okay, fine. You can see because I'm not able, I think it's not seen for a long time, I believe. Sorry guys. Again, I'm going to tell you from the beginning of, after cropping this one. Okay, wait. This is the Photoshop file we opened. If you see on the right hand side, you can see here all the layers are there. I'm going to merge. What I'm going to do is Alt press L and F. So what this did basically, it goes to the layer and then it makes the image flatten. If you see here flatten, I am going to do Control Z. I am going to the layer manually using the mouse. I am going down here. There is a flat. So when you do this one, it become flat. That's what I did. Alt LF. Okay, now it's clear. Now we have to check the image size. Yeah. Hope Prasanna, you can see now. Actually, I have shared the complete screen now. Yeah. Okay. Now Control Alt I. When you press Control Alt I, what happens is it shows the image size. So basically, it shows the image size. So now, if you see here, 50176 and 300 dpi, it is there. Okay, it's fine. But always remember, your image should have 300 dpi when you convert to any social media. But only thing we need to change is the pixel. Okay, I'm gonna do 2048. Just blankly close your eyes and make this pixel 2048. That's it. And resolution should be 300. Press OK. Okay, press OK and save this to a image post. That's it. And of course, that's it. You can post this image. It will have very good resolution. Okay, always remember one more thing I will tell you to see. I am just opening this one. Okay, just to check your image, how your image is. I am just opened the what was this Google Chrome. I am opening this image, whichever image I saved. Okay, where we saved good question online. Okay, double click this image. Okay, always remember, before you post, you just open it on your Google Chrome and see how good it looks. Okay, always remember that. It will help you to understand when you post anywhere, the color of the image and everything, etc. A lot of detail you can actually notice when you open in a Google Chrome or Internet Explorer, whatever it is, before you post. It will be better to do. Okay, nice. That's what it is I was trying to tell you, people. Now you can ask me, sir, it is a square image. It's like the power has gone, so it's fine. So square image. Okay, but when we have a different image like this, okay, for example, anything we can take. Okay, this image. So what we have to do is, very simple thing we have to do is, again, if you check your Control Alt I, which is again image size. Okay, so whichever is the biggest area. So now we have a horizontal image. So what I did is, I have converted this 2048 applied to the horizontal side. Okay, that's it. And we have to make this one 300 dpi. 2048, remember, whichever the longer side, there we need to apply this 2048 and convert that with 300 resolution. Enter and save them. That's it. Okay, always remember that very simple thing, people. I am gonna do it again. I will open a high resolution image so that it will help us to understand. Some other image will open. Close my eyes and I will open something. Okay, I just opened this image. Now if you see, it's a vertical image. Okay, I just remove all this. Okay, vertical image. If you see this size, okay, 8000 is below and 5000 below. What we have to do is the height, which is longer. So what I'm going to do is 2048 over there. So do that one That's it. Save us. Bingo. I'm gonna keep that on online session test. That's it. So I'm gonna open this also and see on Facebook, sorry, on the drive. Okay, that's it. So if you see here, you can see the quality of your image. Okay, always remember to do that way. It will definitely help you on lot of things. Okay, here the power is gone also. Okay, this is the end of the session, people, and hope you actually liked the way what I said about the complete session. My suggestion is create one PSD file and keep with you with that square boxes, and then drag and drop your images, then your game for the post. Okay, let's see. If you have any question, people, you can message here. Okay, fine. Okay, people, thank you so much. Please do comment on that thing. If anything I have, I will definitely reply, and hope you people have my number also. WhatsApp me on that also. I can actually, explain you guys if you have any doubts. Yeah. Okay, I'm just ending this session. Thank you so much for everyone whoever has joined here. Thanks a lot for joining, and really happy that the entire the session, I thought it's like just a 30-minute session, but it went more than that. Thanks for being patient and listening to whatever I'm saying, and definitely I will be coming with better, for sure, better better session sooner. Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks a lot. See you again. Bye.